Hey guys, so we're just going over some foundation maths today. I'm gonna wait until see if maybe a couple people get in. Maybe no one's gonna join, but whatever happens, I'm just gonna be going over some foundation maths, trying to cover all the topics on the foundation GCSE. So I've got some questions here in front of me. I will see if I can cover all of it today, but we'll go for like maybe 2 to 3 hours if we can, and see how all that goes. Uh, I also do maths tutoring on the side, so if any of you want some private lessons one-to-one, I can do Zoom. If you live in the northeast, then I can probably travel to your house. But yeah, I charge about £20 an hour. I'm still a student. I do not have a teaching degree or anything, but I did get a grade 9 in my maths, so that's my. I'm at university as well. I do engineering, so there's a lot of maths in that. But getting my grade 9 is the reason why I uh, try and teach. To be fair, I enjoy teaching. My mum's a maths teacher. It's just part of my family. You know what I mean? It's something I'm interested in. So we're probably gonna go over. I'm not too sure what we'll start with. We'll go to. Don't worry, I will change the screen, but we'll start basic, work our way up, of course, because that's just the easiest way to do it. Right. Start with some division, I expect. Some dividing, some decimals and things like that. So I no one's in a minute, but I'm gonna change over. So here we go. Alright, so as you can see on my screen, I've got a calculator here, so if I'm doing any calculations on a calculator, you will be able to see what I'm at. So essentially, we're going to be doing work out 74.5 divided by 5. So when you have these types of questions, you're just easier off multiplying by 10 and figuring out where you can go from there. So we're going to get a decimal out of this. It's not going to be some perfect number. You can tell because 5 does not go into a 0.5, does it? So that's how you can figure that out. So if we start off with times them by 10, so if we do times one side by 10, we'll times the other side by 10, and with division, as long as you times both your numbers by 10, your answer will not need to be changed in size and magnitude when you come out. So we'll do 745, because that's 74.5 times 10, and 5 is going to be 50. So then from there we can go to bus stop method. So 50 on the outside, 745, and we get the 1 in the 74. Then we have a remainder of 24, if I'm correct. So put the 24 down here, so 245, we can get 4 in that, and then there's a remainder of 45. So with a 0, we have put 45 here. Remember to carry a dot up to the top as well. And 450, that's 9. So 14.9 is your answer. As I say, because we times both our values by 10, the ratio is going to be the same. So we do not need to change the size of our answer. So 14 divided by 0.2. I'll do it both ways for this. If we put the 0.2 out here and then the 14, we do not need to put 0 into a. Sorry, we do not need to times by 10 for this one realistically, because 0.2 into 1, what's that? 5. And then 0.2 into 4, that is going to be 5. So then times it by 4, and then that's going to be the 20. So 20. Let's see if that works. 14. 4 divided by 0.2. 70. So we've got a mistake. How did that happen? So we'll go 14 and then we'll divide by 0.2. And because when you get a 20 out, essentially you're carrying your 2 over. So the 0 goes back to there, but 5 was here, yeah? So 5 plus the 2, because the 20 is part of the tens, we add it on here, and that's why it's 70, if that makes sense. But if you did want to times by 10 and make your life a little bit easier, then go for that one. So it'll be 2 divided by 140. So we'll go 14, and that's going to be 7, and into 0 is going to be 0. So then that is 70 as well. So we'll come down here, and we'll do 70. Alright, arrange these temperatures in order, starting with the coldest. So, just a bit of negative numbers, nice and easy. So we'll go for the largest negative, which is going to be the highest number, but with a minus sign in front of it. So, -8, I believe that will be. Then, the next largest number, but with a negative sign, is going to be -6. And the next largest number with a negative sign is going to be -3. We'll cross these ones out as well. And as you can see, now we are into positive, so we'll go 2 degrees C and 11 degrees C. Shown below are the elevations of 6 locations, so that just means how high they are from sea level. So which location has the lowest elevation? Again, the highest negative number, if that makes sense. So -258 is definitely going to be the lowest here, so -258. And then we can go to the next question. So, addition and subtraction involving negative numbers. So, 3 minus 5, just going to be, we'll do it on line for the first one. So you have 3 here, then 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3, -4. That should be enough. So we start on 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -2. There you go. You shouldn't need to do that in the exam, but there's just my proof to show how we get -2. So if we do the same thing for -20, -3, you're already at -20, so count back, -21, -22, -23. For -2 is going to be plus, because 2 together of the same, change the sign, unless it's a plus, obviously it goes to plus. Two signs are always a plus if they're the same sign. So for -2, it's going to be 6. Right, -4 plus 10, so we're going to go 4 up to 0, and then there's going to be 6 left, isn't there? So then we're going to be on 6. 9 plus -2, notice how the signs are different, so it's going to be negative, then it's going to be a 7. -8 plus -3, signs are different, so it's going to be minus. There you go, so it is -11. Multiplication and division involving negative numbers, and we can go to 6 times -2, which is going to be -12. One sign. So -5 times 5, -25. -10 times -3 is going to be 2 signs, yeah? So it's going to be a plus, so then 15. -32 divided by -4, 2 signs, so it's going to be a positive answer. It's going to be 8. -8 divided by 2, only 1, so it's going to be -9. I hope this is all making sense. It's fairly simple stuff, this. We can get to the harder stuff eventually. So 49 divided by -7 is going to be it's going to be -7, isn't it? You know what? I reckon we go to the end. Let's go all the way down. We'll start with the harder questions. What do you reckon? So then, right. We'll go. Find the next 2 terms in the sequence 19, 23, 27, and 31. So this is going to be nth term. So then 19, 23, 27, 31. So let's find the difference. That's how we normally start. So it goes up by 4, up by 4, up by 4. They're all the same. So that allows us to go to 4n. And then let's do, this is an easy way to work out nth term if you've never done it this way before. So to find out if you have a number on the end of plus or minus, then we need to find out the term which will become this is the first term, yeah. Let's find out the 0th term essentially. So if you take off 4, what's that going to be? 15. It's a positive 15. Therefore, plus 15 is going to be your nth term. That means that if we do first term, second term, third term, fourth term, 4 times 4 is 16. 16 plus 15 is going to be 31. Oh, we've already got the fourth term. I'm looking for the fifth. Sorry there. So 4 times 5 is 20, plus your 15 is going to be 35. If you add 4 onto here, that is also 35. So there we go. We've got our nth term right. So 35, and then just add another 4 on. It's going to be 39. Find the next two terms in this sequence. So 4, 9, 16, 25. Let's check this out. 4, 9, 16. So it goes up by 5. And this goes up by 7. And then that means that you haven't got a constant difference, have you? So what you can do here is notice that this is actually a square sequence. It might be missing the 1, but that's fine for now. So what we're going to be doing is, oh right, so if that's 25, then what's the root of 25? That equals 5. So then to find out the next one, we're going to square 6, aren't we? So 6 squared is 36. And then 7 squared is going to be the next one. It's going to be 49. There you are. So 1, 8, 27, 64. This one, again, it's not going to be constant increases. So what we're going to do here is try and find out which pattern that can be. If you are pretty savvy, you might notice that this is a cubic. So 1 cubed equals 1, 2 cubed equals 8. So there you go. So 3 cubed, 27, 4 cubed is 64. So what's 5 cubed? That is 125. Sorry, I can't write. And then what is 6 cubed? 6 cubed is 6 times 6, which is 36, times by another 6. So I don't know this one off the top of my head, so let's figure it out. 6 times 6 is 36. If we do your grid method, so that's 180, and then 36, so it's going to be 216. We do that. There you go, there's your next two terms. Find the next two terms in the sequence 1, 3, 6, 10. So this one is going up, but again, not oh no, sorry. It's again not constant, is it? So that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. So that must mean that there's a different rule to it. So we're going to go to, it's just essentially increasing 1 by each time. So it's going to be n, and then well, in this case actually, it's just going to be m plus 1, isn't it? Because the first term is, oh no it's not. But however, if we add 5 on here, it's going to be 15, and then add 6 on to 15, it's going to be 21. Oops, sorry Hypno, I did not notice that you had put something in the chat. I'm sorry, messages have gone, so I didn't quite get to read them, but yeah, I'll have a quick vape, sorry. I know this is not the most can't stop addicted to the shit, dude. Right. First 6 triangular numbers, so it's going to be a triangle with a base of 4. So we'll just draw it out to make it easier. Then 3 in the middle. So if you don't notice, you just starting with 1, then you add 2 on. And when you have this one, which is going to be 3, you add 3 on. Then, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 add 4 is going to be 10. So let's count. Let's see if that method works. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It works. So there's going to be 10. Well, we need 1, then we need 3, then we need 6, then we need 10, then we need 10 is 4, so we'll add 5 on, it's going to be 15. 15 is the 5th, so add 6 on, and that's going to be 21. There's your first 6. Ooh. Sorry, I'm going backwards in pages, aren't I? Complete the table of values for y equals x cubed minus 1. So we're getting onto a bit of algebra here, cubic graphs. So x cubed is minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2. So if you notice, 1, 2, 3, odd number, so there's going to be a minus answer. So it's going to be minus 8, yeah? So then y minus 1 is going to be minus 1, yeah? 0 is 0, 1 is 1, 2 is positive 8. And then on here we can give that sketch. So we'll start at minus 1 because that's what it's saying here. So minus 1 is minus 1. 0 is 0. 1 is 1. And then 2 is 8. So I don't exactly know how they want us to plot that on here, given that there is no 8, so it's going to be more likely up here. So if we give it a sketch, it's going to be something like this. Yep. Alright, then go to the previous page. Solving quadratics graphically, that's more of what we're just doing, but squares now instead. So complete the table of, oh, we missed the first one, sorry. Use the graph from 3 to 3. Oh, we'll do that one in a minute, we'll come back to it. So complete the table of values for y equals 5 over x, so this is a reciprocal graph. So 5 divided by 0.5 is the exact same as doing 50 divided by 5, which is just going to be 10. Then 1 divided by 5 divided by 1 is just 5 even. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. 5 divided by 4, 5 quarters is going to be 1.25, isn't it? Then 5 divided by 8, 5 eighths is going to be, if a quarter is 0.25, sorry, then 0.125 must be an eighth, yep. So 5 of them is going to be 2 of these and 1 of them, so 0.625. 10 is going to be 5 divided by 10 is 0.5. And let's give it a sketch from 0.5 to 10. So 0.5 is in the middle here, and that is going to be 10, yep. There we go. Then alright, 1 is going to be 5. 2 is going to be 2.5. Then, sorry, 3 is, no sorry, 4 is 1.25. So that's going to be about here. Then 5 is, 8, 0.625. So that's going to be about here. So then from this we can then do that, and that's what your graph's going to look like. Right. Complete the table of values for y equals x squared minus 2x. So minus 2, if you square a number, it's always going to be positive, even if it's negative, because minus 2 times minus 2 is equal to two minuses, so positive, so it's going to be 4. Minus 1, oh gosh, my bad. Then we've got a minus 2x, so 4 minus 2 is equal to 2 of these, so a plus, so that means it's going to be 6, so that's why that one's 3. 0 is going to be 0, because both of these use x, and x is 0, x squared is 0. 1 squared is 1, minus 2 is going to be minus 1, 2 is 0, and then 3 squared is 9, minus 2 3's is going to be 3. Right, so